Hi guys, Fraser here. And today what I'm going to talk to you about is EAAs versus BCAAs. EAA stands for essential amino acids, BCAA stands for branched chain amino acids. Today I'm basically going to be taking you through the differences between the two, which ones you should buy, which ones you shouldn't buy, and some other general information really. So I'm sure you've heard of each, BCAAs, EAAs. What's all the hype about? Why is everyone talking about them? Why do you guys get bombarded with people like chugging them in their videos? Is it just another supplement that people are trying to shove down your throat? First off, I want to start by saying protein is made of 20 different amino acids, 9 of those being essential amino acids. This means that your body isn't capable to produce it by itself. However, there's 2 different categories of EAAs. There's actually BCAAs, which is 3 of them, and the 6 left are just called essential amino acids. So, the 3 BCAAs are leucine, isoleucine, and valine. Not that you guys really care about that, but I just thought I'd tell you anyway. These amino acids can be oxidized in your body when exercise is performed. Oxidized just means it binds with the oxygen in your body and does all the protein magic it does. If you guys don't know, when we train, our body goes through 2 processes, one of them being muscle protein synthesis, the other one being muscle protein breakdown. Muscle protein synthesis is the actual body uses to repair the micro tears created by training. When we do resistance training, our body creates micro tears in our muscles. Muscle protein synthesis is then the process that tries to repair them, makes them grow back bigger and stronger. Muscle protein breakdown, however, is quite important. This is because it allows our muscles to adapt to training, although in order for our muscles to grow, muscle protein synthesis must exceed muscle protein breakdown. So why is it that people have used BCAAs for years? So when somebody takes BCAAs, it allows them to be less sore. This is due to the fact that BCAAs upregulate muscle protein synthesis, however they cannot do it alone. All EAAs need to be present in order for it to stimulate muscle protein synthesis. This basically makes BCAAs irrelevant for muscle protein synthesis without the other 6. Although BCAAs also do have a positive, they limit muscle protein breakdown. This will effectively slow the breaking down of muscles, which will then result in more muscle growth. That being said, sounds pretty good in my opinion. BCAAs limit muscle protein breakdown, happy days. But what if there was a way you could do both? Muscle protein synthesis and muscle protein breakdown. That's where EAAs come in. As I stated, there are 9 essential amino acids, 3 of them being BCAAs and the rest being EAAs. There may be 6 EAAs. I'm not going to bother listing them because they're quite waffly and you probably don't care. I'll flash them up on the screen for you there. These 6 essential amino acids you wouldn't get from BCAA supplementation. This is why the EAA complex actually exists. EAA's complex provides you with all 9 essential amino acids. Some studies have actually found that BCAA supplementation only can actually increase muscle protein synthesis a little bit. However, it eventually drops down to basal level. However, some studies looking into EAAs has actually shown that it can increase muscle protein synthesis for a while, therefore resulting in more muscle growth. Therefore, I think EAAs are a better bang for your buck. The cost of them is relatively similar. However, EAAs drive muscle protein synthesis fully and also limit muscle protein breakdown. EAAs are commonly taken intra-workout. This is in order to allow them to digest for muscle protein synthesis post-workout. Post-workout, your body's going to try really hard to repair those micro tears you literally just made. So why not take some EAAs mid-workout? They taste really good too from my protein. It's been heavily debated from the people I've spoken to as to whether you take them on rest days, and I'm an advocate for taking them on rest days. This is due to the fact that muscle protein synthesis is still occurring on a rest day. You don't just not eat protein on your rest days. So why can't you have your EAAs? Don't take my word for it. I'm only a 16-year-old kid, but I happen to recommend taking them on rest days. A 2020 study assessed the effectiveness of EAA supplementation to prevent rectus femoris muscle atrophy on patients that had recently had a knee surgery. It also tested if it would facilitate an early recovery from their knee injury. In this study, there were 60 participants. Half of the group were given 9 grams daily of EAA supplementation, and the other participants were given a placebo of lactose powder at 9 grams daily. The results of this study did indeed show that the rectus femoris muscle atrophy was prevented significantly. It also facilitated a quicker recovery, as it only took 4 weeks to recover from the surgery. All in all, the results showed that the EAA complex is a lot better than the BCAA one, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the EAAs are worth taking anyway. The results of numerous studies do indeed show that it increases muscle protein synthesis and decreases muscle protein breakdown. Anecdotally, some people have stated that they feel less sore after using them, therefore slowing delayed onset muscle soreness or DOMS. And we don't want those DOMS, they're not very nice. Sometimes DOMS can just get out of hand. It prevents your training frequency from going up. It's just not good. If you try training a muscle when it's still sore, you won't perform optimally. So if EAAs alleviate that a little bit, it might be worth it for you. Some studies have shown that when taken with simple carbs, for example a Lucozade or a Powerade. EAAs can actually significantly prevent muscle loss. Say you're currently going through an injury, but say you're still allowed to train upper body, maybe taking an EAA complex with some simple carbs will reduce your muscle atrophy in your legs. One drawback to EAAs, I find that they're actually quite expensive. For somebody my age, it may not be optimal for what you get. Anecdotally, some people have suggested that you're expecting 1% more gains per year. So say you put on 10 pounds of muscle in a year, I wish you would actually put on 10.1 pounds of muscle. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, and that's why I think if you're my age, it may not be worth it for you, but it certainly is for me. On average, what I've found for a 3-month supply of EAA, you're looking at about $30 to $40, which isn't too bad if you think about it. There's also some places you could probably get it cheaper from. Excuse me. However, that is for you to decide whether it's worth it or not. I think it's totally worth it. I'm actually willing to do anything to maximise my gains in the gym, unless like maybe a mobility routine or something, because who wants to do that? So all in all, I believe EAAs are far superior, and the science actually backs that up for me. As I've stated a few times now in the video, EAAs drive muscle protein synthesis fully and also limit muscle protein breakdown, therefore causing more gains in the gym. And who doesn't want that? Do with this information as you see fit. Take everything I said with a grain of salt, even though I looked it all up. At the end of the day, I am just some 16-year-old kid. You may not want to listen to me. If you choose to, that's your own fault. But if you want to maximise your gains, many studies show that I'm actually correct. It certainly looks like EAAs are going to bring you on that path. I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and I hope you learned something. I certainly did. I love doing these videos. Please let me know if you enjoy them down below, because honestly I just want to make content for you guys that you'll enjoy. If you don't care about EAAs versus BCAAs, dislike the video. No, don't allow. In my opinion, the old information videos are very good. I learned something, you guys learned something. But yeah, that is going to be the end of the video. Thank you guys very much for watching. Please like, subscribe. Take it easy, guys.